Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Throw left side, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Working quickly here. On 3rd down, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4th. And they make the tackle at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Finds Mims. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast. They'll throw again. Nix. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They send a man in motion. Russ now from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First carry for the versatile vet, Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Right back to Patterson now. And it'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
This is Patterson on the give. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense in the hurry up here. On 4th down, Wilson. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Putting a receiver in motion. On the handoff, Patterson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. All set up now for 1st and 10. Russ setting to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That finds Vele, complete. Now he's past the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
And he's got it. Cut the end zone, so the touchdown and the 2-point pass break the tie. Give him an 8-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Once again, Patterson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Wilson to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're left with 4th and short. They're going to go. It's Wilson. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th. Wilson now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Man in motion, out of the slot. Ross is cooking again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing on third, Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Complete to Mims. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Trying again following the sack. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos lead by 15 now. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Back now, pressure on its way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Got Williams, and it's complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rush coming for Wilson. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Russ. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First, he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Shotgun handoff to Estime. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
The Broncos will go for 2 again. He's throwing for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Defense shows blitz. Wilson. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down. Here's Russ. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's 1st downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play in the systems like this that just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw, here's Nix. No luck on the connection, it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Wow, his first real mistake. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Looking for George Pickens that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Russ now from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Third and a lone yard coming up. Nix. Estime makes the catch. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And he's going to take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
They take a knee, and that should do it for us here.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
4th down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage